Hello everyone of class 7 standard. Today we'll continue the same chapter heat. Okay, a few parts are left. So today we'll just continue with some numerical related to the that conversion of Celsius to Fahrenheit scale, that is C by 5 is equal to F minus 32 by 9. So from there numerical may come in the exam, so that's why I'm just telling you. So formula is that C by 5 is equal to F minus 32 divided by 9. This is the formula. Okay, so what numerical will come? Simple numerical will come in the exam. That one will be given to you. The rest one you have to just calculate with the help of this formula. So if this question will come, that at what temperature, I'm just writing the question, at what temperature both the scales are same, both the scales are same. So if this question will come in the exam, then what will be your answer? Okay, so first of all, to calculate this one, both the scales are same means what? You have to just first note down this one. C is equal to F when, at what temperature, that we are going to calculate. Okay, so in this calculation what you will do, you can take that one X also. Suppose at X temperature, at X degree centigrade or X degree Fahrenheit, that both the scales are same. So you have to put here X also, there X also. Can you calculate? I'm not doing this exam. This is your, I will give this one in your assignment. So you calculate. If you are not able to do that one, then I will just calculate that one. Okay, simple process. You can take X here also in both these two, and then calculate what value is coming of X. That will be your answer. Simple calculation is there. Just cross multiplication. Okay, you know that one. Just process I am telling. Okay, so next thing is that in this chapter, uh, simple numerical will come. Suppose C is equal to, given that 100 degree centigrade. Okay, then what will be F? So from here you can calculate. Suppose F is given is equal to 212 degree Fahrenheit, then what will be C? So here you will put 212, then calculate C. Simple calculation. So this type of numerical may come in the exam. So next one is what? That is the most important thing. That is a good conductor and bad conductor. Okay, so if you talk about the flow of heat from one portion to another portion, so suppose I am just drawing a cylindrical rod here. Okay, cylindrical, any material just made up of any type of material is a cylinder. So cylindrical body is here. Okay, any type of material, I don't know whatever the material is present by which it is made up. So first of all, how can you check whether it is a good conductor or a bad conductor? So first of all, good conductor. Okay, next one is insulator or bad conductor, you can also tell. And another type of conductor is present, that is not in your syllabus, although I am just telling you that one, that is called the semiconductor. Okay, so semiconductor device will be used in, you know that one, maybe in mobile chip. Okay, memory card there. That two types of mostly use silicon and germanium. So these all things in higher classes you will read, that I'm not talking about these all things. So today I will tell you that the good conductors and insulator, that means bad conductors. So how can you check whether this is a good conductor or bad conductor? Simple process is that whether heat is flowing through that one. If heat will flow through that one, then definitely it's a good conductor. If it's not a good conductor, then definitely heat will not flow. Suppose this is made up of copper or brass, then if you give the energy, heat energy here in this portion inside A, okay, then definitely the heat will pass through this way. So if you touch after some time in the B side or here anywhere else, then you can just feel the temperature of the body. Then you can feel the heat is just flowing through that one. But if this one is made up of wood, okay, then definitely this type of process you won't be able to see, because heat is not flowing through the wood. Is a bad conductor or insulator, simply you can tell that one. Okay, so these are the process. Now few experiments are also there, why heat is flowing, how heat is flowing. These all things you will read in class 9 standard. Okay, so these all things I will tell in class 9 standard. So I'm just telling you today about the experimental verification of the good conductor and the bad conductors, that through which heat is flowing. and how you can check somebody is telling you that brass is a good conductor. So you have to just tell about some experiment that through which you can just prove that it's a good conductor or not. So first experimental verification given in your books, experiment number 1. I'm just telling you one simple process. They are actually telling that one cylindrical body is here, one cylindrical this type of material is here. So in this portion, in the half portion of this body, this side is the left side of this portion, this cylinder is made up of brass or any type of material, suppose brass, okay, and this side is made of wood and they are just stuck together, okay. In this way it is just arranged. Now in this side brass and this side wood, simply I am just telling this side is B and this side is W. Now in this portion here, what we are doing in this side, within this one we are attaching a piece of paper, okay. This a piece of paper is just attached here in this way, okay, just wrapped in that one, okay, that it will not just actually come down. Now what we are doing, we are just bringing one any type of burner in this place, type of burner we are just placing here, okay. Now what we are just doing, we are just holding this portion, okay, this side, and we are just taking this one in the forward direction and in the backward direction. What will happen, that we will notice when this burner or this flame will come just here in this side, or it will go in this way, you can see that when this paper will not burn, okay. And whenever this flame will come to this side, within this portion, suppose I'm just talking about within this side, then this paper portion will actually burn, okay. Again I'm telling what will happen. If you just move it forward and backward, you have to give a few amount of time. Within this one they should actually just come closer to each other. Move forward, move backward, this side paper will burn, this side paper will not burn. What is actually happening? We all know that this wood is a bad conductor of heat. So whenever the heat will come in this side, that this flame will come to this portion, then heat will not actually just able to distribute through this portion, because this wood will not allow heat to pass through this way. So whenever this heat will come to this portion, then heat will actually accumulated within this region. So whenever it will be accumulated within this region, the paper is actually, what will happen to the paper? Paper will definitely destroy, this will burn. And in this side, when it will just same process you are doing, then this portion, this actually heat will come to this side, definitely heat will come to the paper and it will just get a path to propagate, isn't it? It will get a path to propagate because brass is a good conductor of heat. So heat will just pass in this way, this side paper will not burn. This is the experiment number 1. Second experiment is engine house experiment, okay. The simple experiment is there. So what we are doing here, one vessel we will take, this type of thing, okay. Here some amount of hot water is placed, some amount of hot water is placed here, few material actually drill, we have to drill here in this portion, and few material we will just insert in this side, and in every material wax is actually present, okay, in every material. So hot water is present, definitely heat will be there, temperature is allowed to pass because these all are the good conductors. Now if you see after some time, then you can see that the melting length of this wax, that means some of the material will show you that within this region the wax is melted, within this region, or sorry, not within this region, within this region maybe the wax is melted, okay. In another material, maybe in B material, you can see more length of wax is actually melted, in C different, in D different. So what is actually happening? The thermal conductivity of the heat for every material is just varied here. Every material is having a different thermal conductivity, so the melting of this wax is different for that one. So that is the experimental verification. In the next video I will tell you that the use of that one and the rest part. Thank you.